And welcome into another broadcast live from Stillwell Stadium. I'm Jordan Griffitt, joined by Garrison Cookman. Another time on the broadcast, really the first real broadcast.
Yeah, first time. Hopefully this one goes all the way through. We don't get any interruptions. We don't have to fight through adversity this time.
Right. We had a lot of adversity to overcome last time, but again, we are here today. Georgia State facing off against Kennesaw State. They visit here, Stillwell Stadium. Yesterday, this is the end of a 4-game series. Yesterday, Kennesaw State takes and goes to 15-8 on the season. Georgia State falling to 5-20. Kennesaw State winning 16-4 on 19 hits. Only 5 hits for Georgia State yesterday. They had the bases loaded a couple times. Today, the Owls are going to trot out Ryan Kennedy to start off the bottom of the first here. Garrison, what is the message to your team after such a big victory yesterday?
Keep it going. You can't stop. You can't get complacent. We've talked about it before. There is so many good bats in this lineup. There are so many opportunities, runners in scoring position. This is what this team is great at. Ryan Kennedy, ERA is not that hot, but he has got a lot of support over his 5 or 6 starts, 1-0. So let's get some more for him, and let's have a good day.
Absolutely, and we are almost underway for a first pitch here. Ryan Kennedy is going to be pitching to Kalen Puckett, the third baseman starting off for Georgia State. And once again, they did not get off to a great start yesterday. Only 5 hits total in the entire game. Puckett coming into this game with a .217 average on the season. Their leadoff hitter throughout the year, the junior.
Yeah, but in his first year really having a starting role all the way through. He's been struggling off that leadoff spot. You don't want 212, 215. You don't want that from your leadoff hitter. If he's going to keep it throughout the season, he might want to start getting something going.
And Kennedy delivers the first strike of the day. Fastball straight through the middle. He kicks and delivers again. Fired up the middle. Sherrill, left-handed grab, throws him out for out number 1 to start off the game. Sherrill with a nice backhanded play.
Yeah, but we missed him last time we were here. It's good to see him back on the field. One of the best players in the A-Sun right now is Jesse Sherrill.
So score that a 4-3 right off the bat. Kennedy, the lefty, getting an easy out. Now Griffin Chaney coming up to the dish. The lefty delivers another fastball straight down the pipe, 0-1.
And Georgia State, after yesterday, and just hasn't won a game all series. I mean, you don't want to leave a 4-game series not even getting a win, especially not even able to put in any runs. Kennesaw has been easily scoring all series long. Georgia State, a hot start would be nice, especially against a pitcher who has been struggling a little bit this year.
And the second pitch off the dish, and then a breaking ball straight through the middle. No swing that time to bring it to 1-2. Ryan Kennedy getting a pretty quick start, attacking the strike zone early on. And the step fires away, breaking ball off the outside. 2-2. Just now underway here at Stillwell Stadium in Kennesaw, Georgia. Jordan Griffitt joined by Garrison Cookman for his real first broadcast. Yeah. And we're having a great time already. It's a beautiful day out.
Not a cloud in the sky. It is feeling good.
And that one is knocked into left field. Tovey brings it in. Will be just a single for Griffin Chaney, but getting on base early on in this game with 1 out.
Let's see if they're able to bounce on that first out. Putting the ball in play, not letting it get behind them. Let's see if they capitalize it.
So a 5-pitch at-bat. Working that count a little early. Chaney gets on base. Now Josh Smith, the left fielder, up to the plate. Smith, a .314 hitter, the highest average on this team with 70 at-bats. In the first pitch inside, but for a strike right there on the black.
Yep, and you said it, one of the best hitters on this team, and a team that's really struggled all year, but we talked about it before the game and played a lot of hard teams, but he's been doing what he can at the plate, hitting against some of the best pitchers in college baseball right now. Let's see if he's able to do it against Kennedy.
Change up in the dirt, 1-1. And let's hope last game we don't see as many pitches, again, in the dirt as we did last time. I feel like we were saying that every other time. Kennedy, a change up over the middle. He does not miss it, knocks it into left field for yet another single. So that will bring up Elon Mahayo We'll see if that name's right. We don't know. We're just going to keep saying it.
And 2 hits straight to the left field line. Kennedy's probably got to get it more a little outside. Maybe I'm hit it towards Sherrill, get some more defense going.
And Smith did not miss that one. A changeup right over the middle, like you just said. Put it into left field. Tolvey getting some early action. Has already had 2 singles hit into left field. Now at the dish, Mejio. That one's knocked over into left field. Tyler Tolvey underneath it, catching it for out number 2. Runners do not advance. Runners on first and third, 2 outs now. Score 0-0. And Kennedy looking to get out of this inning with just 2 singles.
And that would be ideal if you're Kennesaw. You know, you've been owning the series all 3 games. You've got out the hot starts, took in the lead. You don't want Georgia State to get some momentum and take a lead early.
And here comes up Will Mize, the freshman, maybe the best player on this team. Started all 25 games, the only player to do so, along with Griffin, actually. The first pitch off the outside. No, it's not. There's a strike right there on the black outside corner. But Will Mize batting .309 this year. Definitely leading this team in at-bats by a wide margin with 94.
Leading the team in hit as well with 29.
12 RBIs, leading just about everything in this team. As Kennedy steps off the mound. Again, runners on first and second, 0-0 ball game. 2 outs at the top of the first. Kennedy looking to get out of some early trouble. The lefty sets and fires away into the dirt. Catcher makes a nice save. Nick Hassan starting back there today.
You said
it in left field.
You said it earlier. We do not want as many pitches in the dirt as we did the other day. Need to get the pitches up, get some more action going in the field. We don't want to see too much action behind the plate.
The lefty-righty matchup at the dish. Kennedy peers at first, kicks and fires. Gotta think that was a strike, but maybe a pass ball by Hassan right there as he just lost it. Runners advance to second and third base. We'll see how that one's scored.
And if you're Kennedy, remember there's 2 outs here. You do not have to look over, do anything to please these base runners. You've got a guy at the plate that you are one-on-one with. Get this out and get into the dugout.
So runners on second and third now off the advancement. They're going to call that a wild pitch. It looked to me as though the pitch was just over the plate, but, again, can't quite see it from here. The delivery swung on and missed by Mize.
Big whiff there. Home run swing right there for Mize, trying to get some momentum going for Georgia State. Good job by Kennedy to get it right past him.
2-2 count now. Mize definitely was swinging for the fences, like you said, off the breaking ball. Kind of broke toward his knees on the inside part of the plate. 1 pitch away from getting out of this inning. And he steps off the mound once again. Kennedy with 10 pitches in the inning. Right around where you want to be. He sets and fires away outside.
And it looked like
Full
he wanted
count.
to swing on that one.
Mize does not tempt the pitcher, and he runs it full, 3-2. And Mize, a somewhat patient hitter, swung on and missed for strike number 3 off a breaking ball. Broke down underneath the zone. Wasn't even close to that one.
Not patient enough.
So a swing and a miss brings Kennesaw State to the dish. 0-0 ball game going into the bottom of the first. Jordan Griffitt, Garrison Cookman along with the action here. Kennesaw State versus Georgia State baseball at Stillwell Stadium. And here we are for the bottom of the first action here in Kennesaw, Georgia. Ryan Kennedy, not exactly a clean inning right there, Garrison, but able to get out of some trouble. 2 singles early on, then the advancement off the wild pitch. But once again, 0-0 ball game in the bottom of the first.
That's exactly what you want. You know, get some rust out, see what you got to do to get through the lineup. But end all be all, it's a 0-0 game, and your offense had a chance to take the lead early.
On the mound here today for Georgia State is Dylan Matilla. And Matilla 0-3 on the year, 8.64 ERA. Only 8 innings pitched, so it seems like that's a guy who's probably had some bullpen appearances considering already 3 losses, only 8 innings on this season. More than likely not going to have 3 starts that only go a couple innings. So a couple of appearances for Matilla, but you want to kind of trot out a guy you can trust on the 4th day, but also don't want to overwork your rotation. And that's what you're doing right now on a Monday evening series.
Yeah, I mean, especially a 4-game series, especially with games that have been so high scoring, the pitchers are going to be used, they're going to be gassed. It's a real tough situation for both these teams right now to have thrown out bullpen pitchers that usually don't start that many games.
So 0-0 right now, bottom of the first inning. Kennesaw State versus Georgia State. First up to the dish is Jesse Sherrill. Sherrill on the year has had a 3.08 average, 22 games started. Every game he's played, he's started. The first pitch from Matilla. Up for a strike, 0-1.
And Sherrill 4 for 11 in the series, 4 RBIs, gotten on base 3 times via the walk. Had a good day yesterday, 3 for 5 with 3 singles. Let's see if he can keep the momentum rolling.
The flip and delivery, Sherrill just knocks that one away. Kind of a weak contact sort of hitter, but he's able just to get it in the right spots. Tried to that time, but foul ball.
Yeah, like you said, he's all about just putting the ball in play. Pretty fast guy for a leadoff, has the most stolen bases on the team. He's just trying to get on base and work from there.
And Sherrill again tries to poke that one opposite field, but a foul ball off the screen right behind him for a 1-2 count. Trying to find that contact on the opposite part of the plate. Both pitches been in the same location. So Matilla trying to get an easy 1 out. And Sherrill steps out of the box. The delivery. High in the strike zone. Flipped out to left field. And Sherrill will go down without number 1.
Yeah, pitch a little too high up in the zone. Sherrill probably should have watched that one. But like we said, he's an aggressive leadoff hitter. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose.
So the first score of the game, a F7 out there to left field. Tyler Tolvey at the dish right now.
Tolvey with the most hits so far in this series, 6 for 13, 5 RBIs. Had a nice home run yesterday. Tied the team lead with 4 on the year.
He smacks that one out to center field, over the center fielder's head, off of the wall, almost a home run. Bounces all the way back into center field. Tolvey's rounding second, going to third. Makes it into third off a standing triple. Tyler Tolvey smoked that one to center field, just inches away from hitting that yellow at the top of the wall, being a home run. Tolvey with a triple with 1 out. 0-0 ball game.
And he wasted no time. I couldn't even finish gassing him up before he started swinging the bat again. And I thought that one was gone. I was going to just have to add 4 plus 1 to 5. Tolvey, great job after Sherrill gets out easy, popping on the next pitch.
And Tolvey wasted no time, saw the first pitch, and smoked it once again. Now at the dish is the ASUN Player of the Week for the second time this month, Alex Carballo, as the first pitch delivered inside on the hands, ball 1.
Carballo truly been one of the team leaders this year. Like you said, 2 Player of the Week in the ASUN. He has just been on an absolute tear, especially in this series. 6 RBIs and home runs in back-to-back games.
Matilla kicks and tosses. Popped up. Is it going to stay in play? They move out, and they catch it in third base territory for out number 2. So now it's going to take a hit to score that runner from third as Carballo flies out to the third baseman.
That's a tough break. Getting all the way into foul territory. Give the third baseman some credit there, but tough break if you're Carballo, especially off a hot start the past 3 games.
And Carballo also really wanted to get on the action. Only saw the second pitch of the at-bat. Took it for out number 2.
And these guys are being aggressive, trying to jump on the pitcher early.
Norman at the plate now. Matilla Just grooves a fastball right in the middle.
That may have been one you want to jump on earlier. That was right down the middle, but Norman trying to maybe get the pitch count up a little bit. Maybe the pitch count's been a little too easy for Georgia State, trying to be patient, but that was right down the pipe.
You can hear the wind getting here a little bit in the outfield. The kick and delivery. Outside Black got it for strike 2. Great pitch that time by Matilla.
Yeah.
0-2 early on for the senior.
And Matilla's had the one big triple, but, I mean, he has been putting it in the zone all inning.
Now he sets, runner at third, Tolvey. 2 outs. Breaking ball over the middle, but just tails outside for ball number 1.
Not a bad pitch. Breaking ball had a lot of height at the front of the plate and just dipped down a little too much to the outside. But like the idea.
Tilla sets and fires. Fouled away off the inside part of the plate. Norman stays alive.
And Norman's 4 for 11 in the series, 3 RBIs. He had a triple yesterday, his first of the year. You would love to see him bounce for another one. 2 triples in one inning would be great for the Owls right now.
I mean, 326 on the year, 24 RBIs. Maybe not the most pure power you've ever seen from somebody, but boy, he gets the ball where it needs to be. The pitch fouls that one identical to the last off the right side.
And you can just tell in that swing. I mean, that is just a pure stride of a swing. It looks like the ball is going to leave every single time, and I know we can barely see the ball from out here. But both these past swings, I thought they were coming out here, but they just went a little backwards. If he can time it up right, we might be catching one soon.
Tolvey gets his lead. The pitch, once again, fouled off to the first base side. Norman stays alive, still 1-2, battling. Now going to be the 6th pitch at this at-bat.
Give Mattel some credit. He's really sticking in here, trying to get all of Kennesaw's top hitters out in the first inning, and that would be huge momentum for him, get some confidence going.
Matilla sets. Breaking ball thrown over the head of the catcher. He barely is able to get that one in for ball number 2. Even count for the 5th-year DH here today. Usually playing in right field, but not getting any defensive assignments. Matilla looking to get out of this inning clean. Delivers, fouled off yet again. This is going to be at least an 8-pitch at-bat when it's all said and done now.
And Matilla, he's a transfer from Furman who discontinued their baseball season after 2020 due to COVID. One of the top prospects for perfect game, number 4 to be exact, in the 2020 draft. 2022 MLB draft, sorry about perfect game. He is showing it here. He is getting the pitches, and not that one outside, but now.
Breaking ball off the outside part of the plate. It bounced in the dirt. Catcher made a play at third, but Tolvey's back in time. He got caught maybe sneaking down the line a little too far. Great job by Puckett behind the dish. Gallman behind the dish to get that one down the third. Safe, but still a good play by a catcher right there. Full count now, 3-2. Runner on third, bottom of the first. Terrence Norman at the dish. Matilla, once again, looking to try and get out clean. The pitch. Norman hits it over to the shortstop. He's got to play. One hop, no good. Run scores off of the first baseman's glove. We'll see if that scored an error. A tough play because Norman runs very well. The shortstop had a one-hopper, threw a one-hopper to the first baseman and couldn't quite get the pick out of the dirt.
Yeah, and that was a tough play, but I feel like the shortstop really kind of rushed it there. It seems like he had enough time. Norman was probably about 5 or 6 steps behind the throw, but the Owls will take it. They're up 1-0 early.
I will go ahead and score that one a infield single, just because that's how they definitely scored it an error. But Norman's on first base. Matilla now facing Garrett Hodges at the dish. First fastball right down the pipe for strike 1.
Hodges just had a tough series, 1 for 11, just 1 RBI. 3 times yesterday. You know he wants to get a big bounce-back game today.
One of our hitters on this team, as he has 4 home runs on the year. Matilla throws that one in the dirt, no advancement.
You got to wonder if Matilla's a little phased after that long at-bat, and especially after an error. You know, you feel like you won the at-bat, but it didn't go your way, and now you've got to face another guy who's got a lot of pop.
1-0 now. Kennesaw State with the lead. 1-1 at the plate. Garrett Hodges, the delivery, and Hodges skies that one into foul territory. the run over there and just off the padding, almost enough to get it, but just a little too much territory to cover that time for the second baseman. Almost an out, but Garrett Hodges lives to fight another day.
Yeah, I mean, if we had maybe one of the fielders right there reaching out, it could have been an out, but it bounced, I mean, literally right on the top of the wall.
An important note early on in this first inning, although it's only one run, 17 pitches for Dylan Matilla, especially off a 4-game series. This is the last game of the series. The bullpen's already tired. We'll see if he can advance. 1-2 right now. Norman at first base. Garrett Hodges at the dish. Matilla delivers. Fastball over the middle, fouled off the foot by Garrett Hodges. Those ones never feel great.
A lot of foul balls early in the inning for the Owls. They just got to get that timing right if they want to put those balls in play.
Still a 1-2 count. Hodges on the edge of being eliminated here and not capitalizing on getting that runner at first, but with 2 outs and also getting that error scored, you got to think that Kennesaw State's just happy to have that one run.
No doubt about it. I mean, to go down as an unearned run as well. I mean, any means necessary to get up in the series.
Matilla sets, looks, throws, popped high yet again to Garrett Hodges, the catcher Goldman. Says he's under it. And I did not honestly see who caught it, but it was caught.
Yeah, that's a tough play with the sun really high in the air, probably about 50 feet in the air coming down, but Georgia State gets the catch and 1-0 after 1.
Ashby Smith, the first baseman, went ahead and grabbed that one to go into the top of the second inning. Kennesaw State reaches home off an error going into the top of the second. Kennesaw State up 1-0.
And we are back here. Garrison Cookman running solo for just a few minutes while Jordan goes and gets some sunscreen to protect him from this hot sun. Ashby Smith up for the Georgia State Panthers with 271 average on 13 starts this year. Not much power, no home runs, and only 4 doubles, but let's see if he can get something going against Ryan Kennedy. First pitch, a ball low. Second pitch from Kennedy. Swung on and fouled to the right side. Kennedy, this could be a huge momentum shifter for him. He's had a tough going this season with a 7+ ERA, but like we said, he's had a lot of run support. 1-0 on the season, not taking any losses. As this one is grounded to the shortstop, Simon, and he throws it to first for the first out for the Owls as Ashby Smith goes down. And now Kyle Rieselman at the plate for the Panthers. 284 average on the year, just 1 home run and 9 RBIs, 392 slugging percentage. First pitch from Kennedy, low, ball 1. Both at bats starting 1-0 this inning. See if Kennedy can bounce back like he did last one. Another low one in the dirt. 2-0 for Rieselman. It's good to have Jordan back. He got the sunscreen on, ready to go.
Yep, I definitely needed it. Got the sunscreen on. I am about as pale as you can get, especially in this hot Georgia sun. It's going to be tough. Tough to recover tomorrow.
And Kenny delivers in there for strike one. He is working really quick on the mound. This one grounded out to the shortstop, gets into left field, and Rieselman with a one-out single here in the top of the second.
So what you're seeing early on is Kennedy getting that first out, that easy first out, and then he's going and kind of losing it after the second out. But you know what? We'll see what he's able to do. He's able to settle in kind of there toward the end, get out of some trouble, see if he's able to do that second time.
And the voice or Fisher now at the plate for the Panthers, sophomore. With a .222 average, only one start this year before today. So just getting a second start of the year. Not much to talk about on the offensive side. Of just 0 home runs and 1 RBIs and just 2 total bases all season. So in a 4-game series, you got a lot of games tired. Time to go to the bench. And Kennedy throws the ball down low. It is 2-0.
One benefit about working so quick there on the mound is that it usually keeps the runner at first, because he's got the runner at first right now. He wants to be able to keep him close. He's trying to work quick so you don't really get a good steal sign. You don't really get your bearings about you before you deliver. Yeah,
especially for a left-hander, too, like Kennedy, where you're staring right at him the whole time. Another pitch in the third. It is 3-0. Kennedy's really got to bounce back here. I mean, just like last inning, you know, we said he got the one out and then he had 2 straight singles. You do not want to walk him here. And that's a strike on the outside corner, 3-1 for Fisher.
And right that time, Fisher went ahead and threw a bunt sign up. Didn't actually commit to it, pulled it back, but we'll see if he wants to be able to put a sack down.
And the throw over the first, not in time, as Rieselman gets back.
And once again, that is also a benefit of working so quickly. He was able to get that almost pick off. I mean, he was just about a half-second slow, almost to get that guy out there because he's probably lollygagging just a little bit too much.
And another throw over, Rieselman back in time. And Kennedy keeping him honest over there. You got to like that, especially with you're struggling on the mound a little bit. Try to see if you can get an easy out over there. But Rieselman gets back in time, and now back to Fisher at the plate. Kennedy delivers outside, ball 4. And now runners on first and second with 1 away as Tanner Gallman comes to the plate, the catcher for the Panthers. 2.11 average and 10 starts this year.
So now a runner on first and second. You got to think, is Kennedy having a problem in the middle of the inning really getting through the lineup, or what exactly is going on with him today? Because right now, just like last inning, he allowed the back-to-back singles. Now a single, all of a sudden now a walk. You have a runner on first and second just like you did last time.
I mean, it's like we said, he has struggled a little bit this year, but he's gotten a lot of run support. This would be a really good game to get to your momentum back, especially if the team who's 5-20, not that great by the standards of their record or who they're playing, and not a lot of power on this team either, with only about 14 home runs combined as a team all year. I mean, this is the team you've got to attack if you're Kennedy. This is a really good defense behind you for with the Owls. I think you just got to get those strikes in, let the defense work behind you. Kennedy delivers in the dirt, 1-0. 1-1, my mistake.
And not getting the second guy out after getting such a first quick out like that, it's just kind of demoralizing because you're like, man, was that first out a little bit lucky, or am I actually in a groove right here, messing up the groove?
Kennedy's swing and a miss. There, that was a fast pitch. You could hear it hit the mitt from out here. Gallman just 19 at-bats this year on 4 hits. And it's like you said, it seems like Georgia State's using a lot of the bench today. I mean, there's no use in throwing these guys balls and trying to get them to chase. I mean, these guys do not have a lot of hits. Make them beat you.
Kennedy steps off again. He seems to really be struggling either with the runners or something out there because he stepped off 3 times now, only in 2 innings.
Yeah, you can tell it's definitely a little mental game for him. He winds up for the 4th pitch of the at-bat, 1-2. This will be a big strikeout here. And a foul ball as Gallman continues to fight. There's been a lot of foul balls for both teams early in this game.
But, man, you have to be happy with that pitch. That was a fastball right there on the hands on the inside part. That was definitely a strike, whether he was going to swing at it or not. Perfect pitch right there, especially with two strikes.
1-2 count again. Double play ball would be nice for Kennedy as well. Let's see what he goes with. And that ball gets past the catcher, and now runners on second and third. Not what you wanted if you're Kennedy, as runners on third and second with just 1 away, and now a 2-2 count for Gallman.
Yeah, it looked like runners were going to advance anyway. They had the steal on, and then Kennedy went ahead and threw it past the catcher anyhow. So most likely wasn't going to be a play with the double steal on, but you don't see a whole lot of double steals very often. There you go, 2 stolen bases already for Georgia State.
Kennedy backs up again.
Steps off the mound again. I cannot imagine what's going on out there.
And I think it's like I've mentioned, I mean, you're playing so many bench players right now. You kind of maybe think like, man, what is going on? Why can I not get these guys out? They're stealing on you. They're kind of messing with your head a little bit. You just got to make pitch. The 2-2, and he swings and misses. A huge strikeout there for Kennedy as Gallman swings at one in the dirt, and we have 2 outs for Kennedy. This would be huge if he could battle out of 2 innings in a row with runners on second and third.
Now you're getting back to the top of the lineup as Kalen Puckett's coming up to the dish. Last time he was an easy first out just like he was having, so maybe he's going to be able to do the same thing here.
And see if you can get a ground ball. I mean, look, sometimes they're going to find the gaps, but you've got, with Simon and Sherrill, a great middle infield. See if they can make a play for you. And he lays down the bunt, did not get it. I think he pulled away, and it is 1-0 for Puckett.
That's already the second time just this inning that Georgia State has shown bunt. Maybe just to keep the third baseman honest down there with Jake Coro.
Kennedy the pitch, and that one's down the middle, and the last pitch was a strike, actually, so it is 0-2, a huge start here for Kennedy. Let's see if he can get that third out. Man, to battle out of runners on second and third in 2 straight innings, that's got to make you feel good.
And, man, he cannot afford to leave that curveball right there where he did. That was right down Main Street. Next time we're going to be having that baseball if he keeps it there.
And here we go. Kennedy, his third pitch of the at-bat, and a foul ball. Looked like a swing and a miss from here, but we're also 400 feet away. Kennedy got Puckett on the ropes right now. Let's see if he can take advantage.
I was very surprised Puckett was even able to get his hands inside there, turn his hips, be able to knock that ball foul, because that just did not look like a pitch I was able to even touch.
Kennedy goes for the windup here. No, and he backs up.
5th time in the 2 innings that he's worked in, he's stepped off the mound. Something's going on out there with Kennedy.
Maybe some miscommunication with him and the catcher right now, especially with so many foul balls and walks this inning. And a foul ball again. Man, what a battle right now.
Still 0-2. And you might be right because it's not Tyler Tolvey behind the dish today. It's actually Nick Hassan. Tolvey's over here in left field, usually Tolvey behind the dish, but maybe that's got something to do with it. Hassan, a young catcher in his first year somewhat starting here at Kennesaw State. That could be some problems right down there with the signals and the communication.
0-2 pitch. Kind of a long stare down right here. The pitch. And a swing and a miss, and he gets Puckett. Wow, what a bounce back after runners on second and third with 1 out. And he gets out of it. Garrison Cookman and Jordan Griffitt here at Stillwell Stadium, heading to the bottom of the second. Garrison Cookman back here with Jordan Griffitt. Bottom of the second here at Stillwell Stadium for the Owls, and a huge closeout there in the top of the second for Kennedy. And now it is go time for the Owls offense that has been potent all series, as we have Nick Kalina up to start the inning for the Owls.
And Kalina kind of within that first base rotation along with Skylar and McPhee. They kind of like to rotate a few guys out there in first base. Nick Kalina getting the start here today. Kalina on the year, a .313 hitter in his 9 games started, along with 10 hits and 15 total bases on the year. So he's had some limited opportunities, but a pretty good year so far. That first pitch in there for strike one.
Dylan Metella, let's see if he can bounce back after only giving up 1 run that first inning, but it was kind of unearned. Let's see if he's still thinking about it or he's got an edge to him this inning. So that pitch is inside for a strike, and it is 1-1 for Nick Kalina. Metella with the pitch, and that is a foul. No, swing and a miss there for Nick Kalina. 1-2.
And you can tell Kalina decided halfway through he didn't want to swing at that one, barely just got caught.
And here comes pitch number 4, high, ball 2. 2-2 pitch for Kalina. And this is a huge at-bat just because the Owls have started out all 3 games so fast, gotten early leads. You want to keep that momentum rolling as the pitch is inside for 3-2, so now a full count for Kalina. Dylan Metella, see if he can bounce back. He had it 0-2. Now Kalina's battled back. Here comes the pitch. And a swing and a miss, and that is how you do it if you are Metella. After throwing 3 balls in a row, he gets Kalina.
Yeah, Kalina didn't have a terrific at-bat early on, but he was able to survive, get a strikeout, but taking up 6 pitches of any pitcher's time, I think that's worth it. We'll see if we can do a little bit better next time.
Yeah, see if he can – see if the pitch count helps this next guy out. Tyler Simon at the dish, the shortstop. He's 4 for 12 in this series with an RBI. Was 1-8 in the first 2 games, but had 3 hits on Sunday, including his 6th double of the year. Second on the team in that stat. So he digs into the box here. Metella with the pitch.
Ooh, that was beautiful.
That was right down Broadway. 0-1 for Simon. Simon's had some good plays so far in the outfield. Let's see if he can keep the momentum rolling at the plate. Metella with the pitch. Down low, 1-1 for Simon.
And that last pitch before that one, that get me over breaking ball was such a beautiful pitch that Simon is a knee buckler. He thought it was going to hit him, went ahead and just fell right there in the breadbasket for the first strike.
Pitch here to the third baseman, an easy play, throw and an out, and that is out number 2 for the Panthers. Simon with a hard hit ball to third base, but a good play, and out number 2 as Nick Hassan, the catcher for the Owls today. Like we said, it's usually Tyler Tolvey, but Nick Hassan getting the start today behind the dish, and he is up at the plate now. 2 for 8 in games 1 and 2 of this series with a 3 RBI triple in game 2 for his first of the year. Got yesterday off. Let's see if he gets a good start going here.
And he has not had a tremendous year at the plate. 164 on the year, only a 236 slugging percentage. And, man, it feels like he hits a lot more than that, especially with the slugging percentage.
Metella throws the first pitch there. A little high, 1-0.
And Hassan, just a learning experience so far this year.
Metella with second pitch, and that ball is hit high into left center and caught by the Panthers, and that is out number 3. A quick inning from Metella and the Panthers. We head to the top of the third. Garrison Cookman and Jordan Griffitt back after this.
And coming back from break here at Stillwell Stadium, Jordan Griffitt along with Garrison Cookman. Kennesaw State leading 1-0 at the top of the third. Coming up to the is Cheney for Georgia State. A 1-2-3 inning, the first of very few that you can see here at Stillwell Stadium, especially with Kennesaw State time up last time. Advanced to third, but not enough to get around home. Now here at the top of the third inning, we'll see if they can reverse their fortunes. Ryan Kennedy out for his third inning of action. He's had 3 strikeouts. The work has in store for Kennedy.
And Cheney, one of the top hitters on this Panthers team that does not hit a lot, but one of the top hitters with 20 hits on the year. As that is fouled off to begin the at-bat. Kennedy just got to keep getting the strikes. You know, you don't want to get in 2-2 counts, 3-2 counts. You've got to get in the 0-1, 0-2s and make that batter get a little nervous, get his hand shaking a little bit, maybe swinging at things he doesn't want to. That's how you get some momentum rolling as a pitcher right there.
And the lefty hurls the second pitch of the at-bat, smoked out to right field off of the wall, plays it off the one-hop. Garrett Hodges trying to prevent the double play at second base. Ball was not going to be on the base enough to prevent the double, so a leadoff double for Cheney to start off this third inning. Griffin Cheney now 2 for 2 on the day, only in 3 innings of play.
Yep, and just a nice little sit back there. Drove it Oppo Taco for Cheney. Like I said, one of the top hitters on this team.
At the plate is Josh Smith. He also reached field. And now Kennedy with a runner at second, no outs, 1-0. Kennesaw State, the bunt shown but not performed. I did not see the screen.
And Kennedy has battled his first 2 innings. You know, just because there's a runner on second, that does not mean anything right now.
Kennedy facing some early trouble here in this game, just like you're saying. Had some runners on base, been able to manage them, not allowing any runs, but a leadoff double might prove different. That one smoked out to center field right next to us. Carballo back off the wall. He catches it. Runner advances to third base. Great job by Carballo to cover a lot of ground in deep left center field out to the warning track for out number 1. Runner advances to third.
Yeah, and Carballo knew where that was going immediately. Got a really good jump on it and made a great catch at the wall. Runner on third now. They are 0 for 4 with runners in scoring position early today. If you're Kennedy, you just got to keep making pitch, do what you got to do, and they'll probably be 0 for 6 if you can do what you got to do.
This is a strikeout must-have right now, or just a nice infield hit to maybe make a play at the dish. But Kennedy sets with 1 out now, delivers fastball right there for strike 1. Ilan Mahayo at the plate. Again, that's about the 15th different pronunciation we've had of that name already.
One of the top sluggers on the team with a .429 slugging percentage.
Breaking ball over the middle, but just missed by Mahayo. Decided to not put that one in the bleachers. Thank goodness for Owls fans, because that one hung just a bit too much.
Leads the team with 4 home runs and 12 RBIs, 36 total bases. Good for second on the team. Definitely one of the top hitters out of the cleanup spot.
0-2 count. This is a good strikeout opportunity for Kennedy. And time called by the ump. Runner on third, 1 out.
Big pitch right here for Kennedy.
Kane delivers, breaking ball in the dirt right there at the feet. Didn't hit him, but enough for the first ball.
And with a hitter like Mahara, I mean, you are not going to get an easy at-bat out of him. I mean, he's one of the top hitters on this team, 4 home runs, all those total bases. He's going to make you battle for it. You've got to just shove it past him if you're Kennedy.
And Kennedy doesn't even bother looking at third, as tough for the lefty. Sets. Fires.
Oh, did he go?
Hit by pitch.
He said no.
No. He just held up just enough. That breaking ball was very close to hitting him. Can't believe he even thought about swinging at that one.
Yeah, that one was right on him. Looked like it was going to hit him in the knees.
Here we are, 2-2 count. Mahayo at the dish. Kennedy looking for the strikeout. The set. The hurl. Lobbed out to center field. Just a bloop single RBI to tie up this ball game 1-1. Mahayo with the RBI single. scoring Josh Smith from third base.
And you hate that if you're Kennedy. I mean, you've had some really good success or runners in scoring position the first 2 innings, but Mahio, I mean, he is a battler at the plate, like I said earlier, and this one's just a little bloop single, doing anything he needs to do to bring the runner home, and Georgia State ties the game at 1 here in the third.
And that one just sat down exactly where no one was. Right there in between shortstop and center field. Carbauer and Simon, neither one of them had a real play on it. And a pickoff move at first, nothing there. Runner on first with 1 out. Tie ball game now at the top of the third. Ryan Kennedy allowing his first run this evening. Swung on and missed for pitch number 2. Fouled back to the screen. Bringing up a 0-1 count to Will Mize.
Will Mize, team's second leading hitter with a .301 average, 9 RBIs. One of the top prospects out of high school. It seems like Georgia State's got a lot of guys that were really good in high school, and it's kind of wild to think that they have a 5-20 record, but we talked about it before. I mean, they have played some insanely good baseball teams so far this year.
And another pickoff move. Looks slow. Third base coach going to go talk to the hitter for a second. And just like you were saying, they were able to play Tennessee, Georgia, Vanderbilt, all of these prestigious baseball schools, and they actually were able to face
Kennesaw State.
Kennesaw State.
Yeah.
Kennesaw State also one of those really good baseball schools, and they faced Vanderbilt. They were able to face the potential number 1 and number 2 overall picks in Kumar Rocker and Jake Leader. Lost both of those games, of course you would, especially if you're going against Vanderbilt, and especially if you're going against future MLB All-Stars. Kennedy now change up in the dirt. Runner advances to second off the wild pitch. And Mejia in scoring position, all of a sudden 1 run. Kennedy's got some stuff to work out.
You got to wonder if we saw last inning, we saw that double steal on second and third. You got to wonder if that was already a steal going, but the pitch just made it a little easier. But either way, these Panthers are jumping on the base path early in this game.
And Kennedy now going for the top of the third. Not where you want to be in terms of pitch count. Got to think this might be his last inning of work with that count right now. Kennedy steps off the mound again. 7th time the counter. Steal for third base. Swung on and missed at the plate. And the runner takes third as that one was in the dirt. Hassan couldn't quite get his hands around to toss it down. So runner on third with 1 out now.
Panthers are not backing off the base pass. I literally 30 seconds ago talked about how aggressive they were, and they said, "Do you want to see this?" And they went for third, and it seems like every time the ball is in the dirt. So not what you want if you're the Owls right now. They're just taking advantage of all the tough pitches.
Kennedy delivers. Change up, swung on and missed for out number 2. So Kennedy just needs 1 more out to get out of this inning with just the 1 run. Maybe strands that guy at third as Mize goes down swinging.
Great pitch for Kennedy there. Able to be just above the dirt. Mize just swings and misses right over the top. 2 outs here for the Owls.
1 run apiece for Kennesaw State and Georgia State. Top of the third here at Stillwell Stadium. Kennedy delivers the first pitch of the 4th batter off the plate for ball 1. Ashby Smith here at the plate. And correction earlier, I said Josh Smith had scored. That was incorrect. That was actually Griffin Chaney. Alon Mejia at third base now with the threat of scoring after strike number 1. He even counted once.
Ashby Smith is his 3rd college, 2019 in Presbyterian and 2020 at Gulf Coast State. So going all around the world for this guy. And now he's in beautiful Kennesaw, Georgia. Let's see if he can bring this runner at third home.
1-1, runner on third. He gets a generous lead. No one's holding him. The delivery swung on and missed. Change up in the dirt. Started at the knees, ended up in the glove. Ashby Smith now in danger. 1-2 count. Last time up, Smith just grounded out to shortstop. And that was just last inning. So all of a sudden, he's up in the 3rd inning. Both of these teams getting some early work in on the sticks. Kennedy fires. Breaking ball on the inside. Swung on and missed in a tag out before he even gets a chance to run to first base. Hassan gets the 3rd out off of the drop third strike. 4. Out number 3. Going into the bottom of the 3rd, Kennesaw State tied with Georgia State 1-1. And coming back into the bottom of the third inning, Kennesaw State tied with Georgia State 1 apiece after a rather scary inning, but also only 1 run allowed here in the top of the third by Ryan Kennedy. Again, tied up at 1 apiece, Garrison.
Yeah, and, eventually your luck runs out if you're Kennedy. I mean, the first 2 innings you were able to capitalize, get the guys out, but there's going to be some good hitters that are going to get a good hit. I mean, the run literally came from a bloop into center field. Things are going to happen. That's baseball. But only 1 run allowed. You got to feel good if you're Kennedy through 3 innings. And
coming up to the dish is Jake Coro, batting 9th here today, third baseman, 246 on the year. Of the starting 9 today, has the least amount of at-bats with 65. Also a rough fielding year for him, only 90% on the year. But playing third base at any level is a tough position. That's why they call it the hot corner.
Exactly. That's exactly what I was about to say. But Coro, give him some credit for this series. 4 for 10 with 2 RBIs. And yesterday he had 3 hits and 2 walks. So he was all over the base path yesterday. Let's see if he can keep the momentum going in the 9 spot.
And the windup from Metella. Swung on. Coro lasers that out to right field, but into the opposing bullpen for strike number 1. A very hard hit, strike number 1.
Yeah, you can tell he heard me. He wants to get onto the base path again, show that he's got something out of that 9-hole spot, get that batting average up. You said it.
And the delivery apparently low. Looked like that one was in there, and the catcher peers back at the umpire for a sec. As I say, where did that one miss?
Yeah, a little questionable call there.
Batilla brings it up a little bit, said, you think that one's low? I'm going to put it at the very tippy top of the strike zone for strike 2.
Batilla's done a pretty good job of getting the strikes, getting ahead in the count here. Let's see if he takes advantage of Coro.
Coro swings that one, gets it into right field. It is down for a hit. He's rounding first, going to second base. There will be a play not cut off in time. And Jake Coro with a lead-off double for Kennesaw State's second hit of the day.
And that is exactly what you want if you're Coro. Keeping the momentum rolling for yesterday. 4 hits in the past 2 games, 6 times total on base. He is having himself a series against the Panthers.
And right now, who isn't with Kennesaw State? They were able to score 15 runs yesterday, double digits in almost every single game that they've been able to play against Georgia State. Just Georgia State has not had a great series against Kennesaw State. Now Sherrill at the dish. Metella infielders and outfielders in. The bunt put on by Sherrill down to the third base. Barehanded play, safe. Not really all that close as Coro advances to third base. Runners on first and third, no outs. An infield hit, bunt by Jesse Sherrill. Beautiful job.
Yeah, and Jesse Sherrill, probably one of my favorite players on this Kennesaw State team. First at bat flew out to left field, and this time he just lays it down. He's got so much speed. As I said, he leads the team in stolen bases. You might want to watch out here if you're Georgia State. But a nice bunt and run, and runners on first and third with no outs for the Owls. This could be a huge inning for them. Like you said, they have jumped out early in these past 3 games. We'll see if they do it here.
Yeah, Metella in some real danger right now. Runners on first and third with 1 out.
Sherrill getting him a little lead over there at first.
And strike 1 swung on just enough by Tyler Tolvey. Now my live stat says there is 1 out. I don't think there is.
Yeah, I do not believe so.
Let's go with no outs. Well, first and third. Tyler Tolvey still at the plate. The righty-lefty matchup. Tolvey swinging the stick at a very high volume this year.
Sherrill's on the run.
Swung on and missed. Play at third. He decides not to throw it to second down there. Wanted to surprise the guy at third as Sherrill takes second base with ease. Smart play by the catcher. Try and catch that third base runner off guard, but Jake Coro kept his eyes open, was able to get back in time. So runner on second and third with no outs. 1-1 ball game. And Kennesaw State on the hunt.
A nice steal to second. Sherrill's such an aggressive baseball player. You got to love it out of the leadoff spot.
And Tolvey smacks that one over to the second baseman for out number 1. But an RBI sac line out for run number 2 here in the top of the third. Tolvey with the RBI.
Yep, and Sherrill advances to third, and that's what you want to do if you're Tovey. I mean, ideally you want to get on base and get a hit, but hitting it to the other side of the field just like you're supposed to, bringing home the runner, advancing the runner to third, that's just doing your job.
Sherrill advances to third. Tovey, the first out of the bottom third inning. Now Metella back on the mound, also swung on. Foul ball toward the first base line. Alex Carballo was looking to get a hit early on in the count. So 0-1 for the fifth-year senior. Kennesaw State on the verge of breaking this, not it yet.
Yeah, hasn't yet really strung a lot of hits in a row together. We'll see if Carballo, who's the top hitter on the team in terms of average hits and home runs and almost every other stat, let's see if he can get it going for the Owls.
And Carballo popped out to the third baseman last time out. But here at the dish, 1-1. That ball was thrown pretty much behind the catcher, but Sherrill was not able to score, didn't really take much of a lead from third base. Even count, 2-1 ball game, bottom of the third, 1 out. Alex Carballo at the plate. Dylan Metella throws that one for a swing and miss fastball right past him.
Good pitch from Metella there. Definitely sitting back a little bit, trying to be a little patient. That one just kind of zoomed by him. 2 strikes now. Got to be aggressive as a hitter.
Count, Carballo looking at the runner at third. The pitch off the outside for an even count, 2-2.
I wonder if Sherrill ever thinks he'll home. I have confidence he could do it.
Swung on that one, fouled off toward the first base line yet again. Stays alive, 2-2.
Metella at 43 pitches. So you're trying to work him here, and you've got some of your best hitters coming up. I mean,
swung on him, fouled away right behind the screen. Carballo once again just fighting this at bat, 2-2. Runner on third, that's Jesse Sherrill. 1 out, 2-1. Kennesaw State able to take the lead here at the bottom of the third inning. Let's see if they can extend that. Metella sets, but another timeout taken by Carballo. A very elongated at-bat.
Yeah, for sure. Trying to maybe get in the pitcher's head. And like I said, get that pitch count up, and these are your best hitters. They know how to get to the pitchers.
He delivers. Carballo hits that one out to deep center. And the center fielder is back there. I had to make sure I protected all the computers. A sac fly, RBI for Alex Carballo. Sherrill 2 out. Kennesaw State Owls take a lead in the bottom of the third.
Another equal just doing job. You saw Tovey last at bat. It hit it to the left side. I've never seen it late. Let's see if he can maybe
with no runners on base.